about to go play for a little bit. I've got the 462C in the back of the truck. I don't have the bar and chain on it that I actually want to run on it. I'll throw the 25-inch ES light bar on it and a square ground chain on it also. The chain's kind of so-so. I knocked the cutter off of it back last time I run it and pulled it off. It's about half wore down. I filed it. We'll see how it runs. If it don't run too good, I've got another one in the back of the truck I can throw on it real quick. But I got a couple trees over here at Tommy's place I can knock down. This bad windy today, really windy today. We got a front coming through. It's overcast, been kind of spitting rain off and on, just light rain. But we'll go over here and we'll see what this 462 will do. It has only been cranked is all that's been done. It has not had a stick of wood fed through it yet. So I'm kind of anxious to run it. I have run one in the past, but it was one that came to the saw class and it didn't really have a chain on it that was tuned up, you know, just razor sharp kind of deal. These freaking trees down here in this bottom, these things are insanely tall. I'm gonna cut this one. Let's pull the nails out of it there. First I'm gonna whack that one because it's dead. Drop it down through that hole there, and then I'm gonna cut this one and drop it in on top of it, because I don't want to drop this one first and it hit that one and break part of it and it end up coming back here because my truck's sitting right here and I don't feel like moving it. That way I don't have to tote stuff as far. I'm gonna wedge these. I don't have the machine with me. On trees that are really tall like that, the segments in them, there's a ton of segments in trees like that. The taller they are, the more segments they'll have in them. You can do a lot with a wedge in those things. One day I'll talk about segments of a tree and how to figure the segments and what you can get away with a wedge, and because that determines what you can do with a wedge, the segments of a tree, and how do you figure the size of the segments. It's all some cool stuff, very cool stuff. Man, I even put a stop sign back. Tommy, I just got off the phone with him, said that these trees were planted in 1957. So these pines are very, very old. He said he never thinned them. And they're very tall. He said this used to be an old field right here. And they planted it, or his dad planted it. And he said what's happened is the beetles have worked on these trees over the years, and then all this hardwood has come up as these pines have kind of died out. You see that one right there at the top, starting to get real sparse in it. You see this one right here. Anytime you see them where they starting to get, the needles are going away and they're getting really thin, and then look up there at it and you see all the cones in it, kind of like this one. This one's starting to cone out. What they do is a tree, just before it dies, it'll cone out, trying to reproduce itself, you know, on the forest floor. There's no telling how tall that tree is right there. I've been coming down here since '96. And these trees have always been tall to me since I've been coming down here. A lot of fun. I like these places like this. I'm fortunate to have this place so close to the house where I can come down here and play like that and take these trees down, you know, when they die. Test saws. This is where, you know, I'll bring the people from the saw class. A lot of times we'll come down here because there's always blowdowns all over the place out here, and we'll get in them blowdowns and work them up. I've had several groups from the saw classes to come down in here. All right, so here's an opportunity for you if you're going to be at the TCIA show, or if you're in the area, St. Louis, Missouri, on November the 17th. Yes, that's on a Friday. TCIA show starts on the 16th. It runs the 16th, 17th, 18th. I'll be there all 3 days. But on the 17th at 11 o'clock that morning, I'll be in the Rotobex booth. So if you want to come hang out, chit chat, something like that, just come to Rotobex booth. This booth number 325 in the center there where we'll be at. And I'll be, like I said, I'll be there all 3 days wandering around. But I will devote that time right there at 11 o'clock, 11 to noon or so, a little bit after that, Rotobex booth, and because they've been good to me, they've helped me, so I'll be right there with them, and you can come by and visit, and I'll probably have some stickers and stuff with me that I'll bring with me to that. But TCIA show, this will be my 3rd year to go to it. If you're in the tree industry, like arborist work, tree removal, stump grinding, debris, anything like that, man, this is the show to be at. The amount of vendors that are there this time are just, it's nuts. The 2 years ago was in Indianapolis, and then last year was in Charlotte, North Carolina. This year's in St. Louis. And all it is to go to it is just, all you got to have to go to where the trade show is, a trade show pass. It's just $25 if you buy it in advance. If you don't buy it in advance, it's $40 the day of as you come into it. But man, if you're into any kind of climbing, ropes, anything to do with anything tree related, there'll be people there for it. And you know, everything's there. They'll have cranes, lifts, all of it. So anyhow, like I said, I just wanted to make that known and note that, because I've had several people ask me questions about it. And it's really easy. You just go to the TCIA website. They've actually got an app too. This makes it really simple. You can go through there and look at register, and then just buy the trade show pass, man. It's really easy to get done. But so yeah, maybe I'll see some people there. I know the last couple of years I've been there, I've seen quite a few people who I know, some I know, people who watch on YouTube and all that. So good stuff. So anyhow, we'll catch y'all later. Later, taters.